Hey there, physics. Just wanted to go through the answers on this expand drawing components and resultants. It's actually pretty simple once you understand how to do it, but I just want to make sure that you all get the background. So whenever you have two vectors that are being combined, those are called the components. What's left over is called the resultant. So for example, if I go and look right here, if I take this vector right here, which is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right, all right, and I combine this one that's going 1, 2 to the left, all right, I'm going to do that tip to tail. So the first one, okay, the first one goes 5 to the right, and I take the tip of the first one and match it up with the tail of the second one. So here's the tip of the first one, here's the tail of the second one, and I go and then take it 2 to the left. All right, that means what's left over is the resultant. Okay, so that when I combine the first component, which is 5 units to the right, and then the second component, which is 2 units to the left, the remaining vector is this one right here, which is 3 units to the right. So let's do this together. All right, so for this first one, I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3 down. And for the second one, I've got 2 more down. Okay, so that means that my resultant is going to be a combination of these two. So it is going to be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 units down. Okay, see how that works? So for this next one, okay, for my first component, I've got this. It's going to be 3 units to the left, and the second one right here is going to be 3 more units to the right. So I go tip to tail, so tip of the first one matches up with the tail of the second one, and we're right back to where we got started. So that means that there is nothing for our resultant. Okay, so here, let's do this one. All right, here's my first component. Go put this over here. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. And our second one, okay, is going to go over here. So once again, tip to tail. But this one is 5 to the left. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that my resultant, what's left over, is this. It is going to be 1 unit to the left. All right, let's keep going with this. Okay, so now on this one, now they're not going all in the same direction or along the same plane. Now we've got them going in different planes, which makes it 2-dimensional instead of 1-dimensional. So if this is my first component, whoops, let me get rid of that. Let's make that red. Okay, so my first component is 1, 2, 3 up. My second component is 3 to the right. Okay, so tip to tail, I'm going to go 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if I start down here, end up down here, my resultant is going to be this one. So this is my, and we could figure this out numerically, but we're not going to. Just the main idea is that it's this right here is a little bit of 3 up and a little bit of 3 over. All right, next one. My first one is going to be 2 to the right. Let's go over here, 2 to the right. And my second component is going to be this one, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So my resultant is going to be what's the combination of those two. So if I start here, I finish here, that is my resultant. Okay. Same idea here for number 6. We're going to go 3 to the right. And oops, I probably should do this in a different spot. Let's go 3 to the right. And then my second component is this one, which is 4 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So my resultant is a little bit of this one, a little bit of this one, and it's going to be a combination from, so it starts here, ends here, and it's going up and to the left. See how that works? All right. Okay, now we're going to use the tip to tail method to figure out what the components are. So remember, in this case, all the components are, when I give you the resultant, you have to figure out what's the horizontal component, so the side to side or along the x-axis, and the vertical, which is up and down, or along the y-axis. So if we see here how if we start off with this, okay, it's going to be a little bit of this to the right. Can't really see that. It's going to be a little bit of this to the right, okay, for the horizontal component, and a little bit of this up for your vertical component. So when we do this one, okay, so we've got, this is our resultant. So what are the x components and the y components, or the horizontal and vertical components that make that up? Well, if I want to go from here up to here, I need to go 4 units over to the right and 3 units up. Okay. For number 2, if I want to start here and end up here, and this is what my resultant, then I'm going to need to go over 2 to the right, and I'm going to need to go up, what is that, 4? Okay. Same thing here with number 3. If I want to go from here to here, I'm going to go over 5 to the right, and I'm going to go up 2. All right, same thing here with these ones. On this one, I'm going to go over 4 to the left and down 5. For number 5, once again, I'm going over to the left. This time it's 4, but now it's down to the right. So a little bit of this and a little bit of this give us this. Okay, let's keep plugging away. So for this one, it is 3 to the left and down 1. For this one, let's see if I can get this out. There we go. For this one, I'm going to go once again over to the left and up, I think, 6. For number 8, I'm going to go over 5 to the left and then up 3. And last of all, for number 9, I'm going to go over 4 to the left and up 2. All right, so I hope that makes sense on how to take the components and then make the resultant, or how to take the resultant and then figure out what the horizontal and vertical components are. This is going to be something that's going to be really important as we go through, as we continue to march through physics. And if you have any questions, let me know.